My video for November the 24th, 2019 is video number 3284. The title is, Where Did Wisdom Go? Please consider these quotations. Michael Jackson said, quote, "In a world filled with love, we must still dare to hope," or filled with hate, we must still dare to hope. In a world filled with anger, we must still dare to comfort. In a world filled with despair, we must still dare to dream. And in a world filled with distrust, we must still dare to believe, end quote. Martin Luther King Jr. said, quote, "In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends," end quote. The 14th Dalai Lama said, quote, "We cannot achieve world peace without first achieving peace within ourselves, inner peace. In an atmosphere of hatred, anger, competition, violence, no lasting peace can be achieved. These negative and destructive forces must be overcome by compassion, love, and altruism," end quote. Wisdom has always been here, but who listens anymore? By the way, I just read the Global Currency Reset Update. The RV is promised by Thanksgiving. LOL. Laugh out loud. I'm actually recording this right after the other video went up. I wrote the blurb and everything. I've been up quite a while already, and it's just past 6 a.m. And I've pondered for a good while, even before I get out of bed, and made my other video go live. And these questions were coming to me, when are these promises going to happen? I mean, I've been listening to promises since I was a little boy of a kingdom of heaven on earth. I'm still waiting. It doesn't matter whether 2012 was offset by 5 years, as some suggest, that 2017 is actually 2012. If that's the case, that would coincide with Donald Trump's presidency, wouldn't it? And of course, the fiasco there with the hearings goes on. And as I said in the video that's live right now, the Democratic debate did, it showed Joe Biden as the winner. And my goodness, I just can't believe that stuff. And there's so much fraud, so many lies, so much corruption. It goes deep, deep, deep. And I still want to hold on to hope. I'd still like to believe that the loving God is going to somehow, I don't care how, bring positive changes to humanity. Of course, I also reviewed things that say that there's going to be another pole shift. And of course, pole shifts always precede great, or happen at the same time, coincidental with major earth changes that destroys much of the civilization on the surface, creating massive flooding and land rearrangements. And the only people that will survive are the people that are able to go underground or in the earth. What is true? I mean, I get so many reports. I see so many contradictory things. And I want to hope. I want to be comforted and to be able to comfort others. I want to continue to have my dream of a world that actually works, not for the benefit of those that want to control everyone else, but rather allowing freedom for everyone and setting people free to explore. And all exploration should be encouraged so long as there is not willful intent to harm someone else. And some people go so far as to say, but Ron, you still believe it's okay to kill animals and eat them. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because, because I do believe that man is made a little lower than God. Okay? And demons were made a little lower than God too, but rebelled against God. They were angels. Now, is that true? How do I know what truth is? All I can do is look at information. I can change my mind, and I have changed my mind on a lot of things. And I still search. I still look at things. I still listen. Uh, and I agree with the Dalai Lama. We must find the peace within. And there was a time I actually felt like I had a level of peace within. And there are days that I still feel like I do. But there are days when I'm restless. I take my blood pressure most every morning, and my blood pressure is normal. What was it today? 124 or 125 over 73 or something like that. It's good blood pressure. And my blood pressure is mostly normal. Every once in a while, if I get really agitated or something, I can get a higher reading. Not dangerously high, but certainly in the medium range high. And I, have had times in the past when it's been extremely high. But in any case, I try to stay healthy. And I try to do the right things as best I can. I try to keep an open mind. It's why I've gone from being a believer to being an agnostic, because there are so many things that I simply don't know. I simply can't figure out. The pieces just don't come together for me. And I don't want to despair. I want to continue to hope for real change, not promises, not change to believe in, but something that I can experience, which is why I want the RV to happen. The RV cancels out all of the fiat currencies and puts asset-backed currencies in the place, but it also takes out over 100,000. Some say now it's 144,000. Was that the recent number that I saw? I think so. And I didn't realize it, but that's an interesting number as I say it, if that's the truth. And will the Clintons and the Rockefellers and the Bushes and all of these deep state criminals, not just in the United States, but all over the world, will they be held accountable? Netanyahu supposedly is facing charges now. Of course, that's in Israel. And Israel, to me, is a terrorist nation. But the United States is the one that carries out a lot of the terrorism, because we are the global war machine and putting troops all over the world. When is this insanity going to stop? When are people going to wake up? Some of us have wisdom, and I actually think all of us do. But where do we find it practiced? The wisdom is, let everyone prosper. Stop the unnecessary competition and get on with enriching ourselves and each other. Did you hear that each other part? That's the part I want to underline. It's not just me, 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 me. It's us, 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 us. We need to be uplifted. And perhaps God will finally answer prayers that are positive and not say, wait, wait, wait. We've been waiting for a long time as a human race. We've heard promises come and go, unfulfilled promises, disappointments, and failed expectations. When are we going to see real change? When are we going to have wisdom restored? And more importantly, when are we going to be able to love each other because we first realized how to love ourselves? Important questions. Thank you for listening, and namaste.